Yeah, also my stream ended too. Like, it just abruptly ended it. Like literally. Yeah, why it says frame rates are drop. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, yeah, it's being weird. Um, hold on. Hey Velvet. Yeah, sorry, my stream, and I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. Hey EB, again. Sorry that it cut out. Hold on. Let me check. Hello, Bloody Channel. Hold on. Give me one second. Let me check everything. Yeah, I'm gonna check. Give me one sec. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. I gotta check. Ow. Oh god, I got a headache. Yep, I got it from Connie. Connie had sent it. All right, so thank you so much, Connie, for your. Connie has completed the goal. Hey, Martinez. So I can take this off now. I think she's the fastest one to finish it than anybody who's in the history of this channel. She's the fastest. Also, let me take that off. Thank God I didn't go like the Streamlabs because that's such a mess. Well, that's finished now. What should we do, guys? Oh, what should we do? Not feeling all that well, to be honest. Also, hello there, gamer girl. Hello there, jury. It's good to see y'all both. The chat itself, like YouTube, I don't know what's going on with. It's not my net. I don't think it is, but just. Oh no, it says everything's fine. YouTube is not receiving enough to maintain smooth buffering. Such as buffering will affect views, suggestion. Current bit rate is higher. You should use. We recommend use a 25 bit rate. All right. Well, next time. Okay. Okay. So I need to switch the bit rate to 25 apparently because it apparently they won't let me go any higher than that. Hello world. How you doing? Hold on one sec. Hello Ying Ying. I'm gonna switch the bit rate real quick. Switched it to 25. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay. All right. It should not be buffering anymore. Audio cuts out. All right. How do I sound now, guys? Yeah, we should be good. I changed the bit rate to 25 and think we're all set. Okay. I love that is it Ainz's World or Ain's World? All right, game. Well, appreciate you. Appreciate you dropping by. Thank you so much for joining. You take care of yourself. It has. It has. Though we might not go for so long if the net keeps going here. How are you, Ying Yang? What's up, Mega Man? It's one of the shortest streams I've ever done. By the looks of it. I was supposed to be eating dinner, but got distracted by King of the Hill clips. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I get distracted by King of the Hill stuff too, so that's fair. What's up, Vampire Castle Gaming? As I said, we'll just vibe here now since we pretty much reached the goal anyway, but you can get distracted by any video. I mean, yeah. It does happen. And that's my phone. Please call me Vampire Vamp. We'll see. I'll try. I usually give regulars the short name treatment. What's up, Zero? We're just chatting at the moment. We had reached the goal, so we're just kind of chatting at the moment, just kind of vibing. I don't have a lot of energy, so I gotta keep it at this tone. But yeah, we're just chilling, we're just vibing. If you guys have a topic and stuff you want to talk about, we could do that. And yeah, this wasn't gonna be a very long stream, but kind of shortened it. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. How's your day been? What's been going on with you guys? I'd love to just sit here and just kind of shoot the breeze with you. Any projects or stuff you guys are working on for fellow content creators or artists? Going to turn my vampire Chi-Chi into a yandere, but we already made a yandere Chi-Chi. And we took great lengths to make that comic a thing, a reality. You're monster hunting, Zero. Oh, wait. Nice. You're working on your music and writing comics and manga. That's sweet. Maybe you need an update? Make sure to check your updates. Those usually can be the issue. What else are you guys up to? Maybe you should try slap some sense to the circuit board. Oh my lord. If only, if only. Yeah, she's playing Dead by Daylight. Okay. Okay, I think, what is a mega map? Oh, hold on. Alright, go ahead.
I'm just checking up. How you doing, bud?
Not good, but it's fine.
Bullshit with the meds. I take it.
No, nothing like that. Just, I don't know what's going on with me at the moment, so me going to this appointment is actually good. Maybe they could figure it out because it just started today. I don't have a stomach ache or nothing. It's just nausea and headaches, and you know, your face, your jaw, and everything feels sore.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot
Sounds like you're coming up with something.
I think so, but I don't know. So it's a good thing I get to go to this appointment tomorrow, so I can just tell them and they can figure it out.
They could probably they'll probably have a better idea too.
Again, I wasn't planning on streaming today, but I needed to get the funds that I needed so I can actually go, actually meet with them tomorrow. So, that's why we did this. But Connie had filled in mostly. Well, technically, PayPal they took a couple, like $1 or some off, but it's more or less filled. So,
like how much more do you need?
Not much, like $2 at the most, but it's not like a big deal.
Like $2.
Well, I'm saying Connie filled in like most of it, but PayPal takes a percentage of that. So yeah, it's like that. So when I say like 65, they took about like $1 and something, so it's like 63. So it's not technically filled, but it's pretty much. But I should start taking their stuff into account.
Hang on,
so I don't worry about it.
I usually donate directly from Streamlabs. Give me 1 second.
Well, just be careful that Streamlabs doesn't take it, because that was the issue last time. Because Streamlabs, it takes days to get into your account because they put it into their account. Then you have to,
because it takes forever to process, right?
Yep, credit cards processing. So that's why I said PayPal's the better option. But I have to use. Yeah, and people are telling me I should look into like doing more Cash App and other stuff. Like I'm looking into it. I just haven't really give it too much thought. She's gonna be those attached type underage with separation anxieties. Okay.
I think that may have been my fault.
Why am I not surprised?
I got her into the whole underage thing.
It's your birthday, Gypsy. Well, happy birthday! Hey guys, wish Gypsy a happy birthday. Very, very much happy birthday to you. And just a peaceful morning. Hello, good to see you.
Yep, she just confirmed it.
I said, yeah. Well, at least it gives you some level of inspiration. Well, technically, it was my idea. Technically. And then you co-signed on it.
No, my idea. You decided to do your own version of it, and I decided to do mine.
Yeah, so it was my idea.
Yeah,
See, I did my own version. You had your own. Fine, it was both our ideas. There you go.
yeah, it was because I even got the clip. Like you were like you were tempted the moment you were like, let's not go with the underage Mega Man because I might actually do it.
So, well, the idea came, but then I made it my. So yeah, it was both our ideas technically. Well, at least the end result was. The end result was.
Yeah, like that was your version of it, and and New Frontier is gonna have my version. It's gonna be that encounter.
Hey, Star, how you doing? Welcome. Anything extra would just probably go for. I don't know. I'd probably just need. So they're probably gonna put me back on a freaking diet again. I don't like that. Like usually when I get like this, they give me liquid shit, which is fine. I like applesauce and stuff, but that stuff gets annoying after a while. I need some solid food. It's not like I can't eat. It's just I don't feel like eating. I haven't eaten anything all day actually. But that's just because I just don't feel hungry. I've just kind of been in bed all day. Cause like you're too sore to eat. You know, it's not like that. I don't have an appetite. You're just kind of too sore to eat, and that's what I feel like. I feel like my body's too sore. I was feeling better until today. I was, as you guys were seeing in my streams, I was getting better. You like apples, but applesauce isn't too good. Oh, well, that's a shame. But yeah, if you guys want to donate extra, that's fine. I don't mind. I can always use those for just like contingencies. Because trust me, when you're out on the road and you got to drive so far, anything can happen. There was this instance where their Uber, it wasn't the Uber driver's fault. It's just this person. Well, I guess it's sort of, but like this person had made them drove so fast, and they promised to give them gas money, but they didn't. So they kind of ran out of gas when by the time they got to me. They were going to, but they didn't have enough, so I had to pay for gas for extra. But it was a small situation, but it wasn't too big. Plus, I did want them to drive me out pretty far, so I offered anyway. I did. I didn't. Yeah. Well, I didn't say that, Star. That's why I said if people want to donate just extra, that's fine. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying That's
Also, if it's detrimental to us, he will fucking go after you for it. Like,
I don't.
Like he will go after you for spending more than you should.
I don't need people doing that. That pisses me off. Again, it's for people who have extra cash that they like to give. If they don't, then you're not allowed to donate to me. What's up, Anthony? No, I'm never gonna not take a donation if it's if people want to do it. Just make sure you're not bankrupting yourself over it. Well, that makes me feel horrible, and too.
He does make sure that you're not hurting yourself in the process.
But people got a lot to deal with anyway nowadays, so. I tend to try and figure stuff out. Yeah. Now I wish we had richer viewers, like like the spoiled rich kids. I'll take money from them all day. And then I'd be giving it back to you guys. If they were giving it, if we had rich viewers, like say a guy gives out millions, you know what I do? I do like a viewer appreciation day, and then we would invite our most loyal viewers, or our favorite viewers, and we would just give them the money to start their careers and stuff. I always wanted to do that if I ever got rich. It's like make like a small content creator fund where we'd help small content creators that we see potential in or help out. And then also I wanted to make a video of me donating to all of my fellow so the donate to CL, Koi, and just watching their fucking reaction and watch them melt down. Oh, it would be funny. And thank you, Mega Man, for the 15. I appreciate that. But like just
No
stuff like that.
problem.
But just stuff like that would be funny. And we the reference stuff that's funny. But like yeah, like just like it's like Koi's just doing a random like say Koi's doing a random stream and then he's trying to get to his goal and like say he needed like $1,000 right and we give him 5 times as much. You know he'd have a fucking
Yeah.
meltdown. Or CL or
Yeah.
Zambi would lose her damn mind or you know like that's the stuff I want to do if I ever got rich.
Like, not to mention getting other smaller creators too. Like,
well, yeah, we would get them naturally, but
Yeah.
like for the big reactions, those are friends like
Yeah.
Sina or Mecca or like let's Mecca VA. She's streaming. We just like because you know she rarely flips out, so we'd have to give her like a big donuts just to get her to flip out. I don't want to have a heart attack or anything, but just like I just want to see that reaction.
Like overwhelmed with joy. Essentially.
And we have it recorded, and I'm doing it out of spite too. And I'm gonna let them know I'm gonna do it out of spite.
You spiteful bastard.
Just or Chun. Oh yeah. Oh dude, we get Chun so. That's what I say. It'd be fun.
Not the B-drill guy.
The problem is that I have too much money to burn. It's like I'm hoarding without spending something, which makes you feel greedy. You helped me out, so I appreciate it. Hey, you should buy my channel. I'll sell it to you for 1.2 million. You know the problem is nothing would change. If somebody actually bought my channel, nothing would change because I am my channel. So I'd just be working for them.
Yeah.
They'd be whipping. I said I want 5 videos out today.
I think they wouldn't want to buy the channel because
Well, what?
maybe sponsor it. Sponsor it for more.
Oh yeah. So, all right. How about that? All right. They won't bother. They can sponsor the channel. That way I can get more and
yeah, you get more.
what people have to understand is like
the content is still yours, but
due
they
to
want
inflation,
the content to succeed, so they're gonna invest the money into it.
Well, due to inflation, I can't pay my VAs as much as I want. Last time, yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with VA, the problem is that my VAs are now charging almost triple what they used to in 2020, and I get why they're doing that because of what happened, but I can't afford that now. Am I planning on making a second one? Again, that's not. I would love to, but again, the VAs that I got, Liam will do it for me. He's my main Superman, but like the other VAs, like Batman and like those are like actual like high tier like voice actors, and I had to pay a lot of money just to do the little voice work they did. I had to pay a lot of money for that. So it's like if I do, there's like more pages, peaceful, and I'm open to doing them. But one, I'm stretched thin with so much content, and two, I have to pay to like get that done as well, like to get the voice works done, and I don't have the funds for that. Bills, medicine, all this other, and then inflation being what it is has spiked everything. So that's why when I get these donuts, I try to reinvest them back into paying people and stuff like that. So for those of you guys who don't have money, who have money that they can burn and they want to donate to these projects, I'm willing to do it because that's what they're going for. I'm being honest. Your donations are either going to go for medical, rent, or anything else goes back into the channel for equipment or paying my VAs to get more content out. And I try to reinvest back into the channel as much as I can to get these stuff out because people want some longer content. I'm trying, but smaller ones are more efficient to get out, and then if I'm well enough, I still have to do all the editing myself. So,
not to mention, you might have to do other things in the meantime.
I'm also
too.
streaming a lot too. You know, that's no shit. I set up.
Well, for example,
too.
you could do podcasts as well.
Yeah.
In the meantime, pass the time, where you're talking about stuff with your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, but podcast, you know, I've never been much of a pod. I'm a clown. Podcast. The closest you get to a podcast is me clowning on Koi and stuff. That's the closest you'll get to like a
I get that.
Podcast.
Well, that's one of the appeals of podcasts is some of the banter too. So
yeah.
Be fair.
So yeah, I'd say like so. Yeah, so if you want to donate for that, yeah, I'll definitely do stuff like that.
Yeah. And
right now, there is a comic, a distance memory comic I want to work on. I've talked to the artists, and they would do it for. It's not a very long comic, but they'll do it for $150. And I said, yeah. After I'm done, with my hospital, I'll do that. Actually, I'll set that up right now. If I'm gonna go for that, since we finished the other go, we'll just set that up right now. basically the idea. I'll just give you guys the synopsis. It's another Lion King thing with but with Via and Wolfku. So because we were just chatting, right, and then you know how Octavia's trying to keep Wolfku away from uh the pentagram ring, but where Charlie and them are at. So she's like, we're kind of spoofing the Mufasa, Simba, everything light touches is our kingdom thing, except with Via and Wolfku. It's like everything that's within this raft ring is ours. What about that other? What about that place over there, like the Hasbro Hotel place? Like, you must never go there. That's beyond our borders. You must never go there. So I thought that'd be like a funny little thing.
It's filled with unspeakable horror.
But yeah, but we're gonna get it, like, you know, we're gonna make a comic out of it and stuff. And new distance. And again, also, even with distant memories, like, my VAs are taking hiatuses, they're taking breaks and stuff, so I can't control that. That's why we haven't had one. I'm working on a compilation right now of the story so far, but I'm dealing with a copyright claim right now because I used a public domain song, but the stupid assholes who have their artists like make their own version, the IDs is trying to claim the public domain version for their version. It's like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's a public domain song, but because these assholes at a studio have their artists make the exact same fucking version, it gets ID'd by them. It's like, what the hell? So even if you have a public domain song, and it's like, you know, it's a public, like the original video wasn't even claimed. It's only claimed in my compilation. So because the songs are so similar, because it's the same song just done by a different artist. It's one of was it Beethoven's song, or was it hold on, I gotta look it up. You can look this up too, guys. It's so ridiculous. Okay, so I forgot to say comic, but I'll just keep it up. It is well, that's what we call public domain. When it's beyond like 70 years old, it's public domain. But it was a G minor. It was like a G minor.
It also depends on copyright laws too, though.
Well, Beethoven's also is public domain. It's classical. It's when it reaches a certain like 70 or something years, it becomes public domain. Like 100. I forgot what was when it becomes like, it's like same thing with copyright.
Like a certain amount of time after the creator dies.
Well, like Mickey Mouse as well. You know, that became public domain, despite, you know, the old version of Mickey, or, you know, but it basically, it's a classical song. Can't remember the damn name because oh no, I can look. Maybe I can look at it through my claim. Hold on, I can find it through my claim. And they're taking forever. It's like 5 days. It should not take them that long because they know damn well it's not. I'm not using. Let's see. Copyright claim has been submitted. See, I don't even know what this long ass. It's in German. That's how I know.
Yeah.
That's how I know this thing is.
So is Sherlock Holmes. And Dracula.
My issue is, why is this German song that's the same? Yeah, I think it's like 100 years. 100 years, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I claim, like I said, it's the public domain version that I'm using. But then I listen to both songs and they sound eerily similar. Yes, because their artist is using it and they're copyrighting that version. But that version sounds too goddamn close to the original. So the ID will pick up on that. And I said, then yeah, that is a whole level of bullshit. Because again, when I look up my songs, I try to be crystal clear. Like, is this copyrighted? Is this not? Yeah, that's Skyrim. I'm trying to edit stuff too. Yeah, I feel you on that world. See, you know me, guys. You know how much work I do want to work on longer stuff too. You know.
It might help to also start working on some more original content, not like just comic dubs and stuff.
That's what Distant Memories is for. But again, those projects take a long time. The processing takes months.
Yeah,
it's not. Yeah. Again, people don't understand these processes take a long time. Just like with movies or any art we're feeling, there are certain working parts, and certain parts you can't work. If I can't do A, B, or C, I can't get to D. I
Yeah.
may have D, but I don't have this. So just like with a comic dub, you need an editor, you need the voices, you need the artwork. Well, there are certain channels. There are certain channels. I got to make sure I clear it with the VA. I have to make sure the VAs I use are
Yeah.
right for
It also might help to do auditions too.
That doesn't matter. I do auditions. Doesn't mean people just show up. Sometimes people don't show up. So finding VAs is a very difficult thing too. And it's not just finding VAs. It's finding the right VAs to do it. And that takes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be really, really fast. It can be really, really slow. It really depends. But that's why having VAs on the backhand could be a good thing. But I have a lot of VAs that do a lot of the same characters. They don't do the specific voice I need. Or some VAs might not be comfortable doing a certain segment. So that's also an issue. And that will boggle up the project for weeks, if not months. And I understand, like I say, it's always a process. Sometimes I can get stuff out really quickly. Other times I can't. If it's an original project, it's gonna take a long ass time, really.
Yeah.
Like I said, you see, I haven't got a Distant Memories a Distant Memories video out in over a month. Well, there's reasons for that. You know, it's like
it becomes.
You need money, time, and resources. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a time constraint thing. You need money, you need resources, and I have a very limited source of that, but I do what I can.
Not to mention that they're not always going to be available, which regardless if you have the time or money. That's going to be beyond your control.
That's another thing, but that's part of the process, as I was telling you.
Yeah, that's why I think it would be best to have actors that are more concerned about building their experience too.
Well, that's what it was. But even those actors eventually want to do more too. So you can't blame them for that. You know.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is you need to start with the build their experience too.
The problem is you know me. I'm a quality over quantity guy. I used to be quantity over quality. It's not that simple. I'm not just gonna pick random people who don't know what they're doing. Even if they're trying to get experience. No, I want people who are good and want to do more. I'm not gonna just people who are just out of nowhere. I'm not that. That's
right.
Like you're people,
that's a fair.
People are used to a certain quality. Once you get to a certain quality, you cannot backtrack because you're going backwards, and people will take notice, and they will, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have plenty of comics. Not enough voices to fill them, but I have a good amount where I can do certain projects. But yeah, we do have this goal now, guys. Star, if you want to donate to that, since you have plenty of money on your hands, there you go. There's your option right there. We'll get this comic dub going. I don't know. I'm also trying to do my director. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, that's not my thing too. But yeah, we work with so many artists, and I'm working with them. I try to be fair with them, so I don't try to and that works against me time-wise, but it is what it is. It's good to build relationships with your VAs so that they're willing to do more work for you. You know, so when you need them for certain things, they'll do more work for you, and that's just what it is. That's how I've always done my business. It's I'll get it out eventually. I may not get it out when I want to, but I will get it out eventually. Because again, everybody has their own lives they have to deal with, so I try not to.
There might be things you might have to do in the meantime too.
Yeah, so like if I'm not working on this, I'm working on this. But problem is, my fans want it now. They want it this. They want that. It's like if I was rich, maybe I could cast a wider net.
Unfortunately, you can't give them exactly what they want, the exact thing they wanted.
If I had the money and resources, I could find those extra VAs. You know, because if you have the money, you can cast a wider net. You know, you could, or you know. Or I could just do paid work at that point. Because if I have enough money, I could do animation, I could do paid, yeah. That's what I'm telling people, yeah. Sponsor me as much as you want, hey. And I'll put out as much content as you want out. At least you know it's going to, more content's coming out.
Yeah. Not to mention, it's like, you also got to deal with the bullshit from the algorithm and stuff like that too.
Oh, all the time. And you know me, when I'm get sick and I can't work and stuff, so I try to have extra stuff just in case. So because I can't predict when I'll get better or not, but I'll at least have that ready so for them to watch and stuff. Yeah. And I'll do re-uploads every now and then too, if it's been like a year or so, because newer people come in and they may not go back and watch the old stuff, so I re-upload so they can see some of the stuff, and sometimes it'll do better. It'll do better than its initial run. So
Yeah, and guys, you may notice that there have been times where I've joked about him being a workaholic. There's some truth behind that. Because he can be a workaholic. But he has to be. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't always stop him because, again, this is one of his biggest sources of income, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Well, tomorrow, hopefully, depending on what the doctor says, I'll get some. We'll change that, but we'll see. I'll have to see what the doctor says tomorrow. But I'm making some moves of my own to help subsidize it. But
yeah,
no, my stuff's not going away anytime soon. Something from medical. Well, thank you. Well, this was gonna go towards the Sigurd, this was gonna go towards the comic thing. But.
Well, some of those things aren't going away at all.
Yeah. No.
Esperanza.
No, it's not.
Like, ever.
No. I'm stuck with it to the day I die. So, that's just is what it is. And some of it's my own fault. Some of it was out of my control, but it just is what it is. I just tried to make the best of what I can. I'm luckier than most, though. I'll say that much. There's people who have it worse out of me. I'm not doing amazing by any means. Trust me. I've died almost a couple times from this stuff, but I'm very resilient, so I'm very lucky in that regard. It's all right. What I was saying was we had reached the previous goal, their star, and then so I say like the next one that we're doing right now will go towards like a comic. Distant. I don't know if you're a fan of the Distant Memories thing we're doing, but we're gonna make a comic out of that next. So now we can like make a comic next for you guys to enjoy. Because I work with plenty of artists. I work with Ying. I can work with Ying. I can work with plenty. It really depends on like what art I want to use, but yeah, we're gonna make some custom stuff like Mega Man was saying. Like, we can use that for custom stuff.
Also, Ying Ying has also been doing stuff because she likes some of the things I've thought of too. So. As she mentioned,
custom meaning like our own comic, like we have the distant. Did you like the Distant Memory comic we did last time? Never Alone. That was
like another example is kind of what Abridged dubbed on recently with Goku Jr. and Ryu. The comic was done by Ying, but the characters were mine, and I kind of wrote the dialogue.
That's what we're working on another comic for that. So that's what this goal is for, Star. So if you want that comic made, you can donate for that. That's what you donate to. So we're working on another comic for that is what I'm saying. So that's what the artist's price is, and we're gonna pay that to the artist, and they can make it for us. Is what I'm saying. And I'm friends with a lot of different artists, and they'll work with me too. They'll give me a deal too. So I'm very happy that they'll work with me. But that's what that'll be. That's what that will be for. So if you want that, go up. And also we can like I like to like give a little thing like say this video is sponsored by this. So if somebody fills up the entire goal, or if they like a couple people, what I'll start doing, I'll start putting them in my end credits saying this video is sponsored by this person. So I want to start doing that next to show people, how much I appreciate their support. So so I'll definitely put you in my when it's completed. I'll definitely also.
That reminds me, I do gotta get back to my writing. So.
All right, Mega Man. Thanks for joining me, bud. I appreciate it.
Like at some point, not right now. I could take a break from it, but I've been working on stuff a lot. Not just with New Frontier, but other stories in general, like New Genesis and stuff, which I gotta get it setting up here in Muffin Kingdom. So I think I need to reshare the document for that. Because I've been working on organizing it and setting up rules for it. That way, people don't actually just abuse the RP privilege. for example.
Yeah, how's that going? People behaving?
People aren't really engaging in it as much, but I think that's partially due to the fact that we're not really actively engaging stuff.
Well, what? Why do I need to
Because the
engage in
thing
it?
is, we
Why
need
do
a
I need?
serious.
Well, the thing is,
We
why
need
do I?
someone who's actually gonna.
Well, what I'm saying is that's for people who wants to engage themselves, and who. Thanks, Ying Yang. I
Yeah,
appreciate that. And who's ever responsible, like I said, who's ever going to be like responsible for that. But at the end of the day, people have to want to engage because they want to. That's why it was made. It wasn't made just for
yeah,
like us or me and you to engage in it. Yes, we can add to it, but at the end of the day, it's for RPing. If you want to RP, just RP in it.
yeah. But it's like New Genesis is gonna be one of the more serious RPs, so we are going. I have to set up the rules for that. That
Well,
way,
yeah. Well,
people
if you're
don't
that's the
break
thing.
the
That's a
world
whole
and
thing.
stuff.
That's a whole thing where you're setting up yourself for a more serious RP. But that's for casual RP. That's what I'm saying. If people just want a casual RP,
Yeah, casual RP. People haven't engaged in it
yeah.
much, but no one has been breaking the rules,
Well,
at
that's good.
least.
Well, that's good. Well, that's good.
So let me actually share it with you. The New Genesis stuff so far. That way you can get a look at it, see what you think, and it's based more on Xenoverse and Heroes and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and the other games and stuff. So there's gonna be a lot of time patrol shenanigans and stuff
I'll have to take a
as
look at this
well.
when I get a chance. I'm streaming at the moment, but I'll take a look at it when I get a chance. Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
yeah, fair.
Let's see.
But hopefully that'll be one of the things that does help encourage activity in the server again.
Yeah, I plan to Mr. Delancey at some point. Yeah, no, we do. It's just like I said. The A's and Hell of a Boss. It has so many goddamn characters, and then we have to decide who we're gonna pick, who we're gonna have them interact with, and then finding voice for that. That is a long, tedious process. So that's also a thing. It's why I like to keep characters like no more than 4 per episode, like per 2 an episode, so I can keep track. But if I have to do 5, 6, like episode 4 was the hardest to work on because there were so many characters we had put in there, and there was issues within that process, and
So which are not even coming back. So
yeah, so well, no, they come back. It's just I gotta find different VAs at the time, so it's just
like most of them don't though.
well, within the context of my story, they will at certain spurts, not but just we have to get to other characters as well,
Yeah.
and that's the big thing. Is there anything? No, that's pretty much what I'm got going. Whew.
That reminds me, I also gotta get on Kiki's case a little bit. That way we can continue Devil's Land,
Mm-hmm.
which is the Castlevania story Kiki and I have been working on.
Ah.
I'm a bunch of characters in that one.
I don't know. I can tell your world. You know, it seems like they've figured that out now. That's why we're getting more, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll just wait and see. Sorry, I'm just hot. I got my air conditioner off because I don't want the power to blow out. That's also a thing. I need to move out of this place.
Don't remind me of Amazon.
I have to move out of this place because I'm going to catch my death in this house. So I'm also going to be saving money when I can, so I don't have to worry about cooking myself to death. Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Big old freezer. Yeah, I mean, maybe we should. Yeah, I should. You're right. I'll end stream early. Well, earlier than I intended. Turn this air conditioner on, but I might still chat a little bit. But thank you guys so much for like Connie and Ying and all and Star. I appreciate it. Any place I want to move in mind, anywhere better than here. It has to be better than here, Emperor Dogs. I'll tell you that much. Anywhere better than here. That's as much as I can say. But I won't keep you.
Yeah, I also gotta.
I'll send you guys to Koi. He's streaming. Let me get that going. Here you go. To Twine the Cloud.
The Sloot.
Not Koi. Who the hell is this person? No, I don't mean him. I meant Koi McCloud. Not whatever this person is. Yeah, send you guys to Koi Boy. Yeah, the slut slot. Yeah.
We're gonna fuck with him.
There you guys go. We'll see you later. Thank you so much, guys. I gotta get.